Not happy with the coffee from your Philips LatteGO? In this video, I'll highlight some tweaks that you really need to be doing to upgrade your cup from a yay to awesome. Now, Philips didn't sponsor this video in any way. I just think you deserve to get the most out of your $1,000 machine. Okay, let's get right to it. Now, the easiest way to improve your coffee experience is to adjust the intensity. If you think that the cup you're drinking now is a bit weak, make it stronger, more intense. And on the other hand, if you think it's too strong or too bitter, adjust it to a lower intensity level. And this is how you adjust it. You select the drink that you want to make, then the screen will show 3 adjustment bars. The leftmost is where you adjust the intensity, and you navigate to it using these 2 arrows right here. This is left and right. And once you're there, you use the up and down arrows to select from 5 intensity levels. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. Now bear in mind, the bottommost level isn't actually level 1. You'll notice that the icon changes from a coffee bean to something that looks like a scoop with dots above it. Because if you make that selection, that means you're using pre-ground coffee. So if you want intensity level 1, you just make the selection above it. Now what the machine is doing is just grinding more beans as you go up a level. So if you want a weaker coffee, it won't grind as many beans to make your cup. But if you want a stronger coffee, it'll grind more beans to give you more of that coffee flavor and bitterness. So once you've made a selection, just press the play button and it will start brewing. Now if you're looking for a strong coffee and the level 5 intensity isn't intense enough for you, add an extra shot. This goes a long way in giving your drink that needed boost in flavor, strength, and kick. I would know. I always have an extra shot of my cappuccino. So when you're done making your drink, just add a dose of espresso. That's it. Now to get maximum flavor out of your beans, as well as add to its intensity, make the grinder grind finer. Because the finer the beans, the more flavor and caffeine the machine can extract from it. So here's how you make the grinder grind finer. You do it through the knob right here. Now there's 12 grinder settings. The lower the number, the finer the grind. So in the case of the Philips LatteGO, if you turn the knob counterclockwise, you'll be adjusting to a lower number. Now there's 3 things that you need to know when you want to adjust the grinder. Only turn the knob while the machine is grinding, turn the knob 1 increment at a time, and adjust only after making 3 coffees. I honestly don't know why that's the process, but it seems like it's across the board with all the coffee machines that I've owned. So, going back to adjusting the grinder, place a cup underneath the spout, have one hand at the ready to turn the knob, make an espresso, then when it's grinding, turn the knob counterclockwise. And again, 1 increment at a time. Now keep in mind, this doesn't mean that your goal is to just set the grinder to 1. The logic makes sense. But if the coffee grounds are too fine, it becomes a thick mulch that will clog the filter. And you'll find that when you make coffee, it might just drip. It might not even extract at all. And by the way, you'll only experience a difference after making 3 cups of coffee. I don't know why again, but that's what Philips and even Delonghi say, which I actually experience when I do my own adjustments. So yeah, it'll take time for you to get to that sweet spot, but I guarantee you, it's all worth the patience and effort. Now another way to improve the flavor of your coffee is to adjust the water and milk amount of your drink. Because the lesser water you use to brew your drink, it'll be more intense, more strong, and you'll experience more of the flavor of your beans. And conversely, the less water you use, it'll be less intense, more palatable, but you sacrifice a little bit of the flavor. So, to adjust the water level, it's just the same as adjusting the intensity. You make your drink selection, then navigate to the 2nd adjustment bar, you use the up and down button to adjust the level, then you brew your coffee, and that's it. The machine will save the settings, so the next time you make your coffee, it'll brew with the same amount of water. Now, with adjusting the milk on the other hand, for me, it's about balancing the intensity and flavor of the coffee and the flavor notes and sweetness of the milk. The example I can give is how I got to the sweet spot of my cappuccino. My initial concoction was a strong double shot cappuccino that had only a little bit of milk. just enough to give me a little bit of creaminess. I did that for a while, but then I started to increase the milk amount, and then I found that it just elevated my experience with my cappuccino. It didn't really sacrifice the intensity of the coffee, but rather it added more earthy character to my cup, the earthiness as a result of me using plant-based coffee, usually oat milk. Alright, to adjust the milk quantity, same as the intensity and water level. You select your milk-based drink, and you'll notice that the third adjustment bar is the milk quantity. So you navigate to there, and then you use the up and down arrow to make your adjustment, brew your drink, and that's it. Again, the next time you make this cup of coffee, it'll be saved in your profile, and the next time you make that drink, it'll brew it using the same milk level. Now, another important aspect in brewing coffee that affects its flavor is optimizing the temperature. Because popular opinion suggests that the optimal brewing temperature, the temperature in which it can extract the most out of the beans that you're using, is above 90 degrees Celsius. And with frothing, on the other hand, to get the best froth and preserve the flavor of your milk and its sweetness, most people suggest to do it between 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. And with the LatteGO, there's 3 temperature levels that you can select. There's low, medium, and high. And I've checked the brewing, frothing, and even the serving temperatures of each, which you can see from the table that I'm gonna pop up now. So based on that, therefore, if you like black coffee, set the temperature to high, because that way the brewing temperature can reach 90 degrees, which is the recommended temperature for brewing, which is an awesome characteristic of the LatteGO that I've found, because the other coffee machines that I've had before doesn't come close to 90 degrees. But if you prefer a cappuccino, a latte, or any other milk-based coffee, I recommend going for the medium temperature settings. I know that the brewing temperature is 2 degrees less than the standard, and the frothing temperature is 1 degree above the standard. I just think the medium settings is the best middle ground, wherein you're not actually brewing the coffee at a very subpar temperature, and you're not burning the milk and sacrificing the flavor. And lastly, make sure to keep your machine in good working condition. Clean and maintain it regularly so you avoid limescale buildup, mold buildup, and avoid drinking sour milk. Make sure to descale it regularly. Use filtered water, make sure you have an activated water filter, and all the other cleaning and maintenance tasks that you need to do. I do have a video on how to clean and maintain the LatteGO. Check it out. And that's it for this one. I guarantee you'll have a better coffee experience after you've used the tweaks that I've shown you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.